Howdy, with this video, just want to go over the next couple of weeks, make sure we're all on the same page. Doing this video on Tuesday, September 20th. The first assignments that are coming up due, and we're kind of starting this, what I call the career project. But the first assignments are journals 5 and 6, which are due on Thursday. Hopefully you know where those are by now, just under journal entries. But for number 5, let's make this bigger. You're going to go to the Bureau of Labor Statistics and do a little quick research on whatever the career you're going to pursue with your certificate, or eventually with your, if you're going to go on and get a college degree later on. Kind of depends on whatever you want to do, with your career. But you just click on that link, and the easiest way is just come up here and do the search engine. So if you want to do welding, it'll start popping up. Different types of welders. I don't know much about welding, but and then you're going to start getting all this data about welders. This OOH, this Occupational Outlook Handbook, is a good one, and you can kind of see what's the average pay for a welder, what kind of education do you need, and give you kind of a sense. One little thing though, maybe a little bit worrisome, is that Job Outlook. It's a little bit slower than average with the growth, but there might be various reasons for that. And that's kind of what you're going to get into with the essay eventually. But for journal number 5, I just want to show what you're finding with your research and where what you're finding out about what's is available out there. But that OOH, this Occupational Outlook Health Handbook, can't remember what it is a good place to go when you see that in the URL there. The other journal entry, I want you to look at a sample essay. And this is a much longer one than the one you're going to do. This is a student who eventually ended up going to Vanderbilt, talking about being a mechanical engineer. But it shows you the general outline of the essay, which we'll get into later. I just want you to kind of start looking at a sample essay, start seeing the research. A little bit. We're going to come back to this very much so when we get to the actual writing the essay. Don't be too intimidated by it. Just kind of read through it, see what you think about the formatting, and see kind of what you're going to end up doing eventually in a shorter format. Most of you are getting certificates, so a lot of this is going to be shrunk down a little bit because you pretty much know what you want to do with a certificate if you're going for the certificate. But those are the journal entries. Oh, where'd the schedule go? There it goes. Once you get those in, we're going to create a D2L e-portfolio. We're going to start putting our revised graded essays in there. Then after that, we're going to put career material. Excuse me. And I already posted a video showing you how to create that D2L e-portfolio. It's very frustrating. It's not intuitive at all. So it may take a couple of emails between us to get that done, but it's doable. Then after that, we're going to start putting some career information on there. You're going to do a resume. If you already have a resume, that's great. We'll just tune it up a little bit, particularly gear it towards the career you're looking to pursue with your certificate. Then we'll have an introduction paragraph for the e-portfolio, basically a short cover letter to supplement the resume, where you might add a couple of things that aren't on your resume to make you look suitable, to look good towards an employer. Right, once you get that certificate, a lot of you are going to have to go out and get the job. So you want some good-looking resume, good-looking cover letter to get yourself into the door there and get to the interview. Eventually, we'll also have an academic plan. Pretty easy to do a certificate. That's just a list of the courses you're going to take semester by semester till you get your certificate. But I want that in order you're actually going to take it. Not everybody does it in the exact order that Northeast State gives you on your handy-dandy handouts. Having to take a writing learning support class might screw up your schedule a little bit, right? Or hopefully you just added an extra class. But it kind of depends on what your schedule is and how many classes you're taking and all that. And then after that, we'll begin the career essay. And again, we'll start looking at that sample essay in a lot more detail once we get there. Just for Journal 6, just want you to kind of read through it and kind of see how an essay about a career can work. And you're going to notice a lot of this essay is about the education you need for that career. It's nice that you're going to make $45,000 a year with a welding degree certificate. But the essay is also going to get into what do you do after 20 years when your body can't do that anymore. That's what I found out when I worked in restaurants. I worked in restaurants for 20 years before I started teaching. In 100-degree kitchens with drunk dishwashers throwing knives at me. It was time for another career. I couldn't dodge the projectiles as quickly as I could when I was in my early 20s. But that's kind of what we're looking into. Again, don't be intimidated by that sample essay. I'm going to help you with the research quite a bit. I'm going to do the works cited page for you. But you should kind of, after you take this class, you are kind of certified to take Comp 1 and move on to college level writing. So you do need to be exposed to the research process a little bit. And that's what we're looking to do with this career essay. And again, I'm here to help you. So nobody freeze up. Nobody's allowed to panic. That requires paperwork and stuff. We'll get through it together. And kind of say we're going to take it in steps. So it's just going to be a few weeks before we even start writing on that essay. And by then, you'll probably be ready to get it out of the way. And kind of have it all kind of in your mind, and you're just going to put what's inside your head down on the paper. And that's kind of the goal there. So it's a bit of a project, but it's certainly doable. And if you have any questions about it, be sure to let me know. Oh, I was trying to get under 5 minutes there. But if you have any questions after moving along, but again, we're starting with the journal entries, then we're going to start working on the e-portfolio, the resume, the cover letter, and then we'll get to the essay. So yeah, that journal number 6 essay is a big one, written by a really bright guy. And the worst part is he's the nicest person you ever want to meet as well. So he's got a lot going for him. But so do we, right? We need to articulate that through these resumes and cover letters and a good plan for our careers. But if you have any questions, be sure to let me know, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.